Johnny is not a pushover. I'm going to tell you this. He might be, underwhelming in chat, but he is locked with Russell Wilson. He's better than you think. Let me tell everybody where. Oh, crap, I got a minute.
The final playoff push is upon us.
Got to tell everybody we was on.
NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Oh, he's bringing it out.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Look at that. He wants
and
it.
only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Tight offset. Shit.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He'll be dropped at the 25.
Called on the wrong dude.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in the
I'm gonna
victory
try
on
harm.
the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's got room. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 38-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in.
All right, yeah, I need, man, my star linebacker, he needs 2 tackles for a loss or 2 interceptions. And I've been blitzing the house, so that ain't working. So I might have to switch up, play regular.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson.
Dang it.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11.
All right, I got to quit
Bronco
blitzing.
first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Oh, come on.
And he couldn't
I busted right through there.
Tackled down at the 1. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon with career touchdown number 75. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their own 15. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Dante Hightower breaking through to take him down behind the line.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside. And he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
No, he had a good call on. He had his DB on that side playing out flat and stopped the play call.
Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
God, I hate how long it takes you to set shit up.
Shotgun snap to Corral. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards there for number 15. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they're getting a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every day.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter.
Oh, don't want to get stumbled up. God, I was going to the house where he got hit on a piece of grass. I don't know what that was.
First down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The Panthers had a woeful 2-9 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you.
I know, blew on him, man. I was going to the house. I know. I didn't even see what happened. I thought I was gone.
For their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 2nd and 9. Corral.
God dang it!
That's going to be intercepted.
All right, I'm officially taking that play out of my playbook.
10. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
I'm officially taking that out of my playbook. That happens too often where I think that's open. And CMC, I guess the reason I practice it, it's always open, but I think if the guy's playing down, then he's going to take that pick.
You can't get a better
So, yeah, I'm taking that out of my playbook. That one I've been bit about 3 times by it.
Keep that effort up. You'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
McManus's point after
Man, the X factor in this game for my guys got me all messed up.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch.
I don't know what it's called. I just know it's under. I'm looking at that man. If he backs up, then
they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Yeah.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On second down, here's Corral. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. The 30, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Y'all might want to go back to watching that
It is pretty rare that we see
Broncos
a team
game.
build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they
TV.
seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the
call it a comeback.
Definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be
I'm just
over
that
in the second quarter.
I wasn't focused into this game at all. I was thinking about that linebacker, and now I can't even get him on the field to try to get his superstar because they keep on throwing picks. Just trying too hard. Even now, I shouldn't have brought that out.
Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so
right,
probably should
calm
have
down.
opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some.
Man, why does that guy just? I'm straight to take a step for him to block. He just,
a little bit, but not by too much because you're right.
Blocking it, yeah, still so stupid. How about just block the guy right in front of you?
Reset for this team, but it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more important.
Why did I stop? God almighty, why did I try to break back?
2 weeks. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first
Why?
half. Why? His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, Corral. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
He's behind me. How does he get that pick? Momentum.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
That was bad. That was bullcrap. I own up to the other interceptions, but that was bullcrap.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to
like he just went right through my guy.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss.
Go back and look at that. I mean, just like
11. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big
I'm flipping out on the inside.
Guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Oh, shit.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts.
They switched up. The guys on the outside were uncovered. Were not covered.
Here in this second quarter.
I've been selling the X Factor's got me here, and I can't get sniped. I can't get nothing.
One man in the backfield. That's Gordon. 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to get this back to the
story in the game is I got my linebacker, my great one, who's 88 speed, guy from Penn State. He's got it's an X Factor game. No, I only got hoed one time by Madden. I'm trying too hard to score too fast to get back on defense and making stupid reads.
Second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Shit. I just fucked around.
Field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Touchdown Broncos. Melvin Gordon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos continue
can't talk
to
and play at the same time.
Here this first half.
Damn it.
Extra point from McManus is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
And Corral will throw it. Targeting Moore. He's got him on the crossing pattern.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 41, Corral. This is Anderson over the middle.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Corral. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Corral to throw once again. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Corral looking for another pass here. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get a bit closer.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Wilson's throw taken in by Cook. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air again with Corral. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On 2nd and 7, Corral. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Corral. And Anderson's got it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continue.
And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 60. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
With McCaffrey. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
It's complete to Cook.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've gotten right back in this ball game after a very sluggish first half. Back when you played, after a bad half in the locker room, is it usually the coaches or sometimes the players who are the most vocal?
It's usually the coaches. But I do remember one time in particular where the coaches started to talk about what they wanted us to do in the second half. And a couple of leaders stepped forward and said, "Coach, we've got this," and pretty much ushered them out. And they delivered the halftime message. It worked, too. We played much better in the second half and came back and won.
Well, whoever said something at halftime, it's working right now. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, Corral. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's more. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And
strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Touchdown right here.
Corral from the gun on 3rd down here. That is caught. It's Anderson.
Told you.
Touchdown Panthers. A
Told
great
you.
effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the
I need 1 tackle for loss, 1 pick, 1 forced fumble with number 40. That's been this whole game. I'm trying to get that stupid Dev. He is so predictable.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a deep.
Got it, come on! Yeah, 40!
They need their best drive of the game. Right
Yes, I
here.
think that's it.
They'll lose a yard there in 2nd and 11.
I'm not sure, but I think that is.
Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football.
Oh, buddy.
That means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Wilson sets up the screen to Gordon. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled him for just a short gain.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Being chased out left. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls.
Tackles for loss. 2. Got it. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right. It's time to open it up now. I was nervous, but now I'm getting ready to kick some ass. Kicking some fucking ass right now. It's on, Johnny. I ain't got to worry. Oh, snap. Here it come now. Woo. I was playing tight before. Now.
This is brought in at the 21. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard.
It wasn't kicking ass because I was just so focused on trying to score fast. Shoot clock hell, we getting ready to score. Forget that mess. It's on. Yeah. Oh no. It might be a touchdown right here. Oh, he's set up in it too.
To begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this.
See that triangle? If you don't drop that dude, it's on.
Corral with it. 1st down here.
Come on, Corral. Come on, Corral.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games. Coverage
had it. As soon as that cornerback dropped off,
no catch.
He had it.
Also fortunate, no turnover either.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
Come on, Cap, get outside. Get outside, Cap.
Gain of just 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Corral. Buying time to his left. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway.
Man, why do you not block that inside guy, the linebacker? Really?
Yeah,
really?
Things are pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line.
Why you ain't blocking that? Tighten up my emotions. Except forget that, man. Football's an emotional game.
Here's
here to make friends. I don't like that word. That many people up. I do like verticals against this though.
Throwing here, Corral. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football.
4 minutes, I got time to score twice.
Even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
Oh, come on, Cap.
Just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Corral on 2nd down. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the gun, Corral.
You better turn up, McCaffrey. You run out of bounds. You know what the deal is, man, what the play is. Or run your ass out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield.
Thought he was going to run out of bounds.
At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Controller.
This drive's taken more than 3
Sit
minutes
down.
off the clock.
Oh, let's take a stretch break. Let's relax. Oh, yeah. In the bag. Good try, Johnny. Good try. This freaking game's going to cost me probably a quarterback in a draft, but I don't care. Can't lay down.
2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
That's what it's all about.
Panther football as we welcome you back.
Come back 28-0. Y'all know I ain't taking this crap.
To get this one to the finish line. 2nd and 5.
Yo, watch 82 again. He ready to bust somebody in the mouth.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game.
Oh, man, going to use his timeouts. Man, we're going to use his
timeouts. Fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw.
I can't do that stupid. Field goal's got me a 7-point lead. I want to go for the touchdown right here.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away.
If he goes under, man, I'm going to hit square. If he pulls down, I'm going to hit it. I'm going to hit it. No, he ain't doing it. CMC Gal. Can he? Ah! Thought he could beat one guy.
The second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal.
Y'all want to see overtime just for the hell of it? Huh? Y'all want to see overtime just for the hell of it?
Not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football. Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here.
It's about to be.
And now a throw
it's about to be.
Down there, but it's incomplete.
Pick 6. I knew we'd get that over there. Should I zero blitzing? Nah. Has he got a cover 4 drop beater? Man, I so bad want to blitz him. I really want to blitz him. But I don't do anything stupid. I'd rather get a pick.
Now Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So back-to-back incompletions.
Man, how come that ain't intentional grounding?
First, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
That's exactly right. Got to get back in the focus here. Get the first down. That's what's
I am, Jake. I am, man. Why you gotta say that, man? Just made me miss my play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson to throw. That's complete. It's Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there.
Oh, that was a 4-man blitz. Dang it.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. He's got Gordon. And boy,
damn it.
He is very close to a first
down. Ooh, Johnny got to go for it now.
He's going to be a foot or so short. And get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say
out of bounds. That's game.
And as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion. So
oh, snap.
That goes down as a successful
hold on.
Shit. How they got there, how it happened. They got it done, they're the ones that are jubilant.
Accidentally called a running play. Now let it run down now.
At the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the
Sorry, I meant to come out.
Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it was strictly for pride.
Oh, man, that was a crazy game, fellas. I was trying to get my tackles for loss and interception so bad. Let Johnny enjoy this for a few more minutes. I don't have to quite hike it yet. Take some time off the clock. Yeah, man, I had to put on my thinking cap.
The Panthers down out of the victory formation.
Yeah, come on, everybody. Quiet down. Quiet down. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I was trying so hard to get my dev trait that I totally screwed. He only scored one touchdown on offense. I threw like 3 stupid picks just because I was trying to hurry up and get back on defense and trying to score too fast instead of playing my game, and then I got mad. I'm like the Hulk, man. The madder I get, the stronger I get. I just get dialed in, man. The sides come in and start to get hyper focused. Start calling dots. Call the rage dots. Is what I'm going in, man.
And that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon trailing at halftime.
And y'all saw I got it on film that I got 2. I better get my dev upgrade. This thing better save. Man, I can't go and watch a million replays of me just dotting up Johnny. That sucks. Madden, EA, man, cost me some. I want to revel in my victory. Can't do it. Can I look at replays? It'll still save. I can't. I thought you had to back straight out
before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Broncos,
so it'll save.
They've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8.
I can't. Score didn't show up.
Matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.
All right, we'll do. Things in the way. What is it? Yeah.